Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Wednesday, July 29th, 2020. So, the submission deadline for the grant application is over and it was a success. We successfully submitted several grant applications. I don't know what the actual number is. We tried to count the number, but I think we haven't really got to a clear answer because we never finished counting, because all the time we came up with different topics to discuss. And yeah, I do have the feeling that I should start from the beginning, because I guess this is rather confusing what I'm trying to tell you right now. So horse, before we travel to the building site, let's just check the furnaces, get some glass, get some more smooth stone and even more smooth stone. That's very nice. I think you can continue to produce glass because we lack some light blue dye, and I think the light blue dye can be obtained in a swamp area where I can grow those. I don't know what the flower is. I mean, I know the flower, but I don't know its name. So I guess when we placed all the smooth stones in the basement, we can travel over to the swamp and grow some plants, grow some flowers, and harvest those flowers so that we can get lots of light blue dye. I think this sounds like a solid plan. Yeah, so today was the great day of the submission and the deadline, and it was very close. We submitted the last grant application at 11:55 a.m., so 5 minutes before the end of the deadline. But hey, this was still before the deadline, so everything is good, everything is fine. Was stressful. Initially, I planned to record this episode of the coffee break right after the submission, but we all agreed that it would be good to celebrate after so much stressful work that my professor invited us, so us, that is two other professors and I, to his place, to his mansion. It's really a mansion, and yeah, we ordered some pizza and sat around his pool. I mean, why shouldn't he have a pool, right? So it was really a great afternoon after the submission, taking basically the rest of the day off to celebrate all the hard work we put into this call, and we were all happy. We discussed our results, we discussed the process, and yeah, started to count all the submitted grant applications. But it wasn't that easy, because sometimes we were just involved to a small extent in a grant application, and those small things are often overlooked. Hey, I think we do have more smooth stone than we need, but that's fine. Let's get all the bones and travel to a swamp so that we can grow some blue flowers. So yeah, but I think we at least got to 7 grant proposals we submitted, maybe even more than 7, which is really a huge number. They said if we are lucky we can get maybe 2, if you're very lucky 3 accepted. So yeah, we will see. I was super happy because they liked what I did. So all of them read my text, my proposal, and they just had to do some minor corrections, some minor clarifications. But overall, they were very pleased with the text I produced, and so I was super happy because it was the very first time that I wrote such a grand application, and more or less getting it right the first try is kind of nice. I'm super happy about this. It would be super crazy when in the end they accept the proposal I prepared, because this would be really an awesome outcome. But let's don't get ahead of ourselves. Let's be just happy about the fact that it's over and that I'm more or less free again, that I more or less do have a life again, because this was really a stressful period, writing and working on the proposal from the morning until late afternoon, sometimes into the evening. And yeah, here are the blue flowers. I don't know how they're called, but here are the blue flowers. We do have this nice open arrears, so let's get some bone meal and ka-ching. So how are you called? Oh, a blue orchid. Okay. We need to get some blue orchids. Very nice. Of course, easy. So, yeah, it feels good. It feels really good, especially when all this hard work paid off and they were happy. And I mean, even being invited to this after show party was a great thing. It somehow showed a little bit more like, okay, I'm getting accepted is the wrong word, but I'm getting more introduced to other areas of scientific work than just, hey, let's write a paper or so. Which is cool, which is super cool. I'm really happy about this, and it was really a nice afternoon discussing and talking about things you normally don't have time for. And it was also cool to just see the three professors that relaxed and not, all right, I have to do this or I have to do that. They all decided, hey, let's do this, let's take the day off and relax a bit after the last stressful days, which was really nice. And so that was cool, and that's also the reason why this episode is a little bit delayed, but that's fine. I mean, I do have plenty of things to talk about, so yeah, it was good. It was really good. The last few days were a little bit chaotic and had some moments that were not really needed or funny. For instance, since we are using the Microsoft Cloud service to collaborative work on the grant applications, things I was always skeptical, so it was a good thing that I always took a local backup of the grant application, because at some point the cloud service told me, hey, we got an error with the synchronization, and then I couldn't open my text anymore, and at some point the text even vanished from my computer. It was somehow still shown online, but I wasn't able to get it running again and open again. So those were a few stressful moments, figuring out, okay, what can I do to get this thing repaired and make progress with the with the application again. Then there were also some other unneeded moments, like during the last few hours today, I just had a question about the basically the financial planning of one of our partners, and I just wanted to know if he took a few things into consideration, which resulted in him changing the numbers in the document. And I wasn't quite sure if he changed all the numbers, so also the total sum that was calculated, or whatever he did. So it was a thing where I really thought, well, this is now bad. Why are you doing this just a few hours before the end of the deadline? And so there were a few weird moments, a few stressful moments, but overall it was really a pleasant progress. And it was also nice because during the last hour or so before the end of the deadline, they started to submit their applications earlier, but they for some reason saved mine for the last submission. And so I was waiting for their feedback, but yeah, they were pleased. And in the end we had a Zoom call, so the 3 professors and I, to clarify the last few leftover questions, and to basically submit the application together. So I shared my screen, and we could all, I think this is quite a lot of glass panes. Can I get even so many glass panes? No, I can't, because my inventory is full. But that's fine. That's a good start. So, all right. Let's store something up here. What can I store here? Oh, I can just get rid of all this junk. I can get rid of the wheat and the rotten flesh. Very nice. So, yeah, this was really good, and I'm super happy about the outcome, and that they were pleased with my work, and that everything came to a good end. So yeah, and then of course we had this nice afternoon at the pool of my professor, which was also very relaxed and cool. Interesting discussions. So yeah, was nice. It was really nice. The next days I like to take it slowly and relax, because I need some time to recover a bit from all this work. But well, the next, or my exams are coming up, so I have to prepare the exams, which will be quite a lot of work. And then there's of course all the things that accumulated while I was just focusing on the writing process. So yeah, I think over the course of the next days, or maybe tomorrow, maybe it's enough for tomorrow, I have to go through all the unread emails in my inbox, or all the emails I read but haven't answered and just marked with a flag that they are important or so. Yeah, so there's a lot of work needed to catch up, but I think it will be relaxed work to relax a bit, to calm down a bit before the stressful period of all the exams starts. And so that's cool. It's really cool, I must say. So it feels good. It feels good that this is over. And yeah, now the next things are coming up. I have to make sure that some studies will start soon, and that we get some getting it, that we get some results for some upcoming conferences, and yeah, do some exams, do some grading, and then it's suddenly the end of August, I guess, and it's time for vacation, for taking a week off. I definitely plan to take off the first week of September, but hey, this is still over a month until this time, so there will be a lot of things to discuss before my next vacation. But yeah, it was nice. It's nice that this stressful period now is over, and I learned a lot, as discussed in the last episode. I really learned a lot, and I discussed this also with the professors, that it was not too well. I mean, on the one hand, it was really weird because I had no idea what to do, and to slowly get the idea what actually I need to do to write such a grand application. But on the other hand, because of this situation, that I suddenly was in charge of the entire proposal, it resulted in a huge learning experience, in an experience where, because I had to find a way to do everything, and this was also a thing what they really enjoyed. I mean, I frequently asked them, hey guys, can you please give feedback, can you do that? But even though they haven't replied, I just kept on working. I mean, this is a thing I learned while writing papers, that sometimes you don't get feedback, and over time you get to the point that, okay, I can't wait for feedback, I just have to finish it now, or it will be never finished. So I kept up with this attitude, and it was good. It was really good for this thing as well, because so we had to finish application. They just had to check at shortly before the deadline, and so this was good. And what was the thing I wanted to discuss? Oh man, I really noticed, this was also a thing I noticed over the course of the last few days. On Monday evening, after having worked the entire day on the proposal, we had a Zoom call about a research project I'm involved in, and I noticed, okay, I'm really getting tired while attending this conference, because I was not really the active part. I was just, hey, do I want to go out here? No, I don't think that I wanted to make this thing an open platform, and if so, I can still open the glass wall. So yeah, I really noticed how I got tired while just sitting there, and I felt that it's really time that it should come to an end. So yeah, this was, I really noticed it, that it was demanding, and yeah, I think this summarizes the end of the deadline. As I said, I feel a little bit exhausted right now. I guess after having finished with this episode and started the render process, I will go out for a quick run, then get something to eat, and yeah, maybe visit the Sebbi and Friends server for a bit before I will go to bed and sleep. Also, I mean, it was nice for being at the pool, but it's still too warm, and it's also still too warm inside of my room, so I still have to sleep with the windows open, which, as discussed in a previous episode, results in a very noisy, well, it's not too noisy, but it's not really the nice and calm nights when you have your windows closed. So yeah, this is still a thing, and I mean, as discussed in many previous episodes, I think this looks cool. I think with the blue, I mean, this bed is a little bit irritating, but I think with the blue stained glass, this looks cool. This museum is really looking cool. It's coming along nicely. So I enjoy this. Yeah, I don't like running in the heat. And it's this is why it's even worse, or why it's super annoying that my bike currently is out of order, because I wanted to make the month of August to the month of biking. So of course I will do some runs here and there, but I wanted to focus on biking and cycling because, yeah, this is okay for this high temperature season, as you do have the draft, and it cools you down, so it's not as stressful as running. But I still have to get my bike fixed, and I really hope that I can... Okay, I need glass. So soon I guess we need to do an expedition to a nearby desert to get more sand, which we can turn into glass. But since the episode is close to its end, I think I don't want to go down to the mine to check the map wall where the closest desert is. This is a thing for the next episode. So yeah, I hope I can find maybe a bike shop that still has a capacity to fix it. Otherwise, yeah, I do have to do it on my own, which would be a thing I don't really want to do. Yeah, we will see. I really hope that I somehow can find someone who fixes my bike, so that I can really enjoy the month of August as the month of cycling. Also, this is another thing I'm not really sure about. I was considering going swimming again, but I think I do have to do some research first, because I heard today, as we were also talking about swimming in the river Main, that at least the open air pools have some kind of ticket system or so, where you actually need to get a ticket for a specific time to go there and to go swimming due to this COVID-19 situation. And I don't know how it is for closed pools, so for indoor pools, if this is the same thing. If so, it would be really bad, because I was considering to do some early morning swimming. So in the end, I might need to swim in the river or so if I really want to go back to swimming. Well, this is really a thing I'm not sure about, so need to do some research. Need to do some research on going swimming again. I mean, it would be cool to do some open water swimming, but swimming in the river is somewhat annoying, because if you swim downstream, hey, that's cool, but then you either have to walk back, or you have to do a lot of swimming, or you have to start swimming upstream and then just drift downstream again to get back where you started. The alternative way would be to walk upstream and just swim downstream, but the problem would be that I then need to walk upstream in my swimming trunks or in my Speedo or whatever I want to wear, which would be also bad. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to go about this. I will investigate this for the near future. At first I have to investigate how I can get my bike fixed. But yeah, we are now at the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this rather confusing... Oh no, I think I can't go to bed. This rather confusing discussion and summary of the end of the grant proposal deadline and the celebration. And yeah, I think we will see us again in the next episode. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!